Hello and welcome back. Hello and welcome back to another episode from the Studio Block server. My name is Weird and Bearded, and today we're going to be starting a brand new project. And at this moment, I don't know what that project's going to be yet. I'm quite excited. Now, before we talk about that, we do have, of course, a lot of farms still to be built. I wanted to make sure I got the Guardian farm done before this project because it's kind of the last group of building blocks that we didn't really have access to. Everything else, even the ones that do give us building blocks, so frog lights, the basalt farm, there's still things that we can get large amounts of pretty easily without a farm. Prismarine is a pain to get if you don't have a farm for it. So I wanted to get that done first. We will still be doing farms as we go. We're still going to be doing other side projects as we go. We might be doing another build challenge soon. I want to still be doing some experiments as we go along. We're still going to be doing all the fun stuff. There is stuff happening in the background. I still want to be building games as well. But I wanted a big building project that I could keep coming back to. And I didn't want to have the constraints that the build challenge gives of only got 3 months. But also, I don't really know what to build. I don't want it to be a set. Something that could be used for filming. Because that's also going to kind of force me to really put effort into making it look good. So, I went on to the TV Tropes website. I can say that fine. I went on to the TV Tropes website, where they have a list of 431 settings. It's actually a few more than that, but some of them I didn't really count as settings. And I put them all into a spreadsheet, and I got a random number generator. So, I am going to be building... Oh, a mage tower! That is fun. Oh, I could have a lot of fun with that. Okay, I'm going to start thinking about what I want to do with the mage tower. We're probably not going to be making that much progress today, but we can scout out some potential locations for it. I'm going to be doing my builds in the HD studio just so I can use some of the more interesting blocks, especially for a tower. Having diagonal fences and stuff will be very useful. Maybe we start thinking about some block palettes, getting some ideas down. Oh, I like this. Mage Tower's fun. Yeah, I'm going to think for a bit. I'll be back. I've been thinking about the Mage Tower Rider, and it's got a little bit out of hand. Which, I mean, it's me. I probably should have expected this. Uh, I was chatting with Beast of the North when this whole thing came up, and I said that, yeah, I now have to build a Mage Tower. And he said, I want to build a Mage Tower. So initially we discussed, very briefly, building a Mage Tower together. But then we thought, there's so many different ways you can go with a Mage Tower. There's the classic sort of medieval fantasy Mage Tower that everybody's done. But then, what if we go sort of an ancient, prehistoric Mage Tower? How would that work? What about, instead of Mage, let's go Druid. A Druidic Tower. What would a modern Mage Tower look like? There's just so many different directions you could go in, rather than just sticking with the standard. I'd also want to do some work on the environment as well. So what we've done is we've decided we're going to build a Mage Tower each. And we've told everybody else on the server about it. We're saying, if other people want to build Mage Towers, as long as we say, this is the sort of thing I'm going for, so then you can go for something different. Let's get several completely different Mage Towers in sort of different areas, different styles, different environments, dotted around the server, all built by different people. Now, this isn't going to be a competition. This is just for fun. So, you know, there's no time limit or anything. We can help each other out with ideas and with the builds. It's going to be a nice sort of collaborative effort. but each person working on their own thing, if you get what I mean. So I need to decide what I'm going to do. And that's up to you guys. I'm about to present you with 5 different ideas that I like for my mage tower, and I want you to tell me which one I should go for. It is as simple as that. And if you're on the server and there's an idea you like that I don't end up going for, take it. This is a collaborative effort. Take my ideas, I don't care. So let's just go through in order. We have a nice big ocean out here. So the first idea is kind of a high fantasy, almost elven-like mage tower just built out in the middle of the ocean. So have sections of it underwater. Maybe have a small community. Maybe I find a bigger ocean than this. I thought this was bigger than it actually is. But have more of a focus on the architecture. Maybe we throw in some more runic type stuff. Could be fun. I imagine there's going to be some runic stuff with whatever style of magic we go for. But more intricately designed runic stuff. That's idea number 1. Go out to the ocean. Elven, high fantasy architecture. Fortunately, we've just finished building a guardian farm, because if we do go for this, I imagine there's going to be a lot of prismarine involved. But that could look really good. That is idea number 1. Where is my share stone? Oh, there it is. Hello, cows. Now, idea number 2 was originally going to be based in a cherry grove. I found a nice big cherry grove. I was adventuring and making my way towards it with the idea of buildings or big fantasy flowers and sort of fantastical trees around the area. But on the way there, I stumbled across this cherry grove right next to a patch of ice. So doing some sort of mystical icy forest with a big druidic tower in the middle. So make it much more almost roughshod, obviously made out of wood. Possibly even either part of a tree or built to look like a tree could be an interesting way to go with it. Yeah, that could be good. Make it so it's not actually a tree, but just built to have the shape of a tree. But then there's a nice focus on what does the environment look like. What are they doing inside the tower? That's one of the things I've got to consider with all of these ideas. Why is the tower there? What are they doing inside it? What rooms does it need? Who lives there? Is it just one person? Is there a community there? Why does it exist? I want to really get story into every one of these ideas, and we're going to sleep now because the sun is getting low. Yeah, this was an excellent find. This immediately brought up lots of cool images. Next. Nether. This doesn't look like the Nether, I know. I know this doesn't look like the Nether. But how about a evil mage tower from hell, from the Nether? So designed with Nether materials, all red, lots of lava and stuff, and the Nether is coming through and infecting the overworld. This could almost be a futuristic build. So it could be sort of classic medieval vibes, but also something with almost cyberpunk vibes. Could be really interesting. So you can tell, as I'm recording this, I am giving myself more ideas. I kind of want to build all 5 of these. But I'm going to leave it up to you. We're going to build. Maybe we can build more later. But I've picked an area, big grassy area to work in. There's a nice rip through the landscape that could be really useful. I have no idea what's in that cave. I kind of want to investigate that cave. I know I'm supposed to be talking about mage towers, but when I see a big cave opening like that, I kind of want to see how deep it goes. Oh, it doesn't go that deep. And we could always make it deeper. How about this? Does this lead to anything? No. Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame. What's next? Oh! So this is the first idea. Going classic medieval fantasy mage tower in a city. Probably more a town. So we'll start off in a village, because then we've got villagers nearby. It would probably involve taking down this entire village. So again, I chose one where I got lots of land around that we could fill up and make a full town and put a tower in. Maybe on top of this hill, maybe we flatten the hill, maybe use the hill for something else. Maybe we just use the hill for a comparison. So have the tower end up looking down on the hill, just have it be really huge with a town sprawling out around it. Presumably, the mage tower is there for good, but the mage tower is not necessarily there for good. But then there's a lot more that we could do with not only the builds around it. Designing a town could be a lot of fun. We've done that a little bit with the treasure chest. I built the town in the treasure chest, but that was really just a case of putting down buildings. And let's really, if we were to do this, go for more winding streets. Make it nice and densely packed. Buildings almost looming over you as you walk past. But then this massive tower reaching to the heavens in the middle. Oh! Doesn't that sound good? I don't know how you're going to decide. I can't, as I said, I want to do them all. Maybe we can do a story that involves them all. Certainly, I have decided that whatever happens, I will do some form of cinematic short that at least includes my mage tower. Hopefully the others as well. We'll chat with them about that. So then the last one, the Void. Here's the idea for the Void. And I'm fairly sure if this doesn't get chosen for me, Beast wants it. So the first thing I would do, get rid of all of the land in sight. I want this to actually be just out in the middle of nowhere. We would keep this island because we need something to build off of. But if you can see the land, it needs to be destroyed and probably out another sort of 50 or so blocks beyond it, just to be safe. And then we make our own series of floating islands, but not out of endstone. I would do this with the overworld. So have floating islands with stone along the bottom, and a nice dirt layer across the top. Make it look like some plains. We could have sort of a lake with water flowing off of one island, one floating island down to another one. We have them, some of them connected with rope bridges. If you remember, I did a similar build on the Harmonies SMP, which was very spur of the moment. Obviously, with this one, we'd have it a lot more thought through. And then in the middle, we would have the Mage Tower. And my idea for this one is that the focus of the tower would be on astromancy, so magic to do with space, hence being in a void, and chronomancy, magic to do with time, just because I think trying to design something that looks like both of those would be really cool. And I'm thinking of giving it more of a steampunk vibe. I feel like a steampunk mage tower based on chronomancy and astromancy in the void with floating islands. I want it to almost feel like it's there by accident. So it was originally in the overworld, and then something went wrong, and the entire thing with some surrounding land got teleported to the void. Yeah, those are my ideas. I've got lots of ideas for all 5 of them. And as I said, maybe we will do some of the others if we've got time later. The server is never going to end. We've got plenty of time. So let's just do one quick rundown. We start off. Idea number 1. Ocean, high fantasy, elven architecture. Yes. Idea number 2. A magical icy forest with big plants and a wooden druidic tower in the middle. Idea number 3. We have the evil Nether Mage Tower coming through into the overworld, infecting the land around it, causing pain, potentially more futuristic and cyberpunk. Then we've got the classic urban one where we would have to build an entire town and then have a stereotypical but huge mage tower right in the middle. I mean, let's be honest, it's me. Whatever I build is going to be big. And then finally, the Void. The steampunk Void mage tower with floating islands. I can't do anything until I know what you're voting for. I've also just realised I don't want to look up just in case I accidentally look at an Enderman. Yeah, I can't do anything. I can't even work on block palettes until I know what we're going for. So this is the end of the episode. Let me know down in the comments what mage tower shall we go for. If you've got a different idea that you think is better than these 5, let me know about that as well. And then whatever the general consensus seems to be, that is what we shall do. And if you like the video, please leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Weird and Bearded. I cannot wait for this project. And I will see you all next time.